Hey guys, this week you all will be reading Out of the Burning Darkness, which is in your Storyworks, from this one right here. I've also linked you to the Storyworks on your choice board for this week, so you can actually access that online as well. And it even has a reader if you'd like to listen to it instead, but I advise you to make sure you read along with the text as well. So this week the skill that you are working on is summarizing, and one way to understand a text is by reading it and then trying to pick out the main points, the most important points, and summarizing or just giving the main details of a text. You're working with an informational text this week, so that's a true factual text. This one is written by Kristen Lewis, who, just like Lauren Tarshis, also writes for Storyworks quite frequently. Think about, as you're reading, think about the text features and what those add to the text. Look at the photographs. Look at the text boxes. The what is coal text box is pretty important. You all will have some things on your choice board next week that extends your learning on what you are learning about this week. So when you are working on summarizing, it's a way to understand what you read. So you are working on, the standard you are working on is I will summarize an informational text. I will turn that around in just a second so that you all can see the notes as well. So when you summarize, I challenge you to read the text, and then I want you to tell someone about it. So if you were, I know we always use the example in class of if your mom were to ask you, what did you do in school today? You're like, well, we aren't in school right now. But if she were to ask you, hey, what did you read today? And you said, hey, I read this really cool article called Out of the Burning Darkness, and it was about, what would you say? Okay, so give it a main topic sentence. What is this article about? Then you can use and I know this will look backwards to you, but you can use the writing a summary. This is where you're going to actually write your summary to turn in. But I challenge you to, after you read the whole thing, either tell someone about it, what you read. Remember, you're just giving the main points when you summarize. Or write your own summary before you actually do the assignment that you're going to turn in. So think about the main ideas of each section. Think about the main points. What happens to our main kid's name is Albert Buckle. So think about what happens to Albert in the coal mine and why does it happen. So when you are summarizing, you're just giving those main details, the main points of what you just read. If you give too many details, it's not a summary anymore. So the big things here, and I'm going to show you this in just a second. So I will summarize an informational text. Informational is a tad bit different from doing a literary text. Literary text is easy to do the somebody wanted, but so then. With an informational text, you have to give more facts. You want to focus on the who, the what, the when, the where, the how, and the why. So just give the main ideas. On these Storyworks articles, it's very easy to give the main ideas because they're broken down into sections. So each of those headings has a new section. You're going to find one or two important points in each section that you'll want to cover. So just give the main ideas, not too much. And like I said, I will show you these notes in just a second. So your challenge is to read the article and tell someone about it. Okay, so read the article, or you can tell someone about it. The thing that you're going to turn in for me, though, is the writing a summary, and you have some guiding questions along the side that will help you answer those questions or help you fill in your summary. I challenge you, after you fill in that summary, to go ahead and go ahead and read it to someone and make sure you cover all of the important points. Okay, so this is the task that you are doing. Oh, it's not going to let me. So I will do a separate. I'll do a separate screenshot of the you have the one page, the writing a summary, and I can do a separate page for you of the summarizing the notes that I just wrote down for you. I'll try to get better at this stuff, guys. Be patient. Not quite sure how to do it turns it into a mirror image, and it might just do that. So I can include also a photo, and there's Dexter. Can you say hi?
Hi.
I'll include a photo of the notes as well. All right. Have fun. I will be available this week from 10 to 11 and 3 to 4 every day. If you have questions or want to talk through the summary, you should recognize a lot of this work, though, from Storyworks. That way, because it's very similar to what we do in class. You're just still working on those skills with different texts. This week, it's summarizing. Happy reading. Enjoy the article. Look through the video and the vocabulary slideshows. It'll give you a little more information. All right. Talk to you guys soon.